The publication of the Reims New Testament in 1582 marked a high watermark of what we term the English mission, the attempt to win back the English people to the Roman Church by sending priests trained at the College of Reims to teach the Catholic faith and administer the sacraments. Elizabeth's officials considered the English mission to be treasonous, and many of the priests were captured and executed as traitors. Gradually, the individuals responsible for this effort, including Cardinal Allen, Gregory Martin, Richard Bristow, Robert Parsons, and others died or were executed. Attention then shifted from the English mission to what has been called the English enterprise, the invasion of England by Philip II, the King of Spain. If England were to be brought back into the Roman fold, it would be by armed conquest and not by persuasion. However, the Spanish Armada was defeated in 1588, and the Spanish soldiers under the Duke of Parma, who were to be transported to England, were unable to leave the continent. Although the Spanish Armada was defeated, there were continued internal conflicts in England. Elizabeth not only suppressed the Catholics, but the Puritans and the Separatists as well. In 1593, the Act Against Puritans was passed. Elizabeth retained control through her Archbishop of Canterbury, John Wycliffe, a decided foe against all dissent, whether it was Catholic, Puritan, or Separatist. During this period, Puritan opposition to the English Church remained underground and looked to the future. By the middle of the 1590s, it was apparent that Elizabeth could not long continue to rule. Thus, attention was turned to her probable successor, James VI of Scotland, the son of Mary, Queen of Scots, and Lord Darnley. There were many reasons for the Puritans' confidence in James. He had been tutored by George Buchanan, a renowned scholar and a decided Presbyterian. When Elizabeth died in 1603, and James was en route from Edinburgh to London, the Puritans presented him with a petition, known as the Millenary Petition, which contained the names of more than 1,000 ministers. The Millenary Petition urged James to press forward with a thorough reformation of the English Church. James met with the Puritan representatives at the Hampton Court Conference in 1604. One of the Puritan requests was to have the Geneva Bible authorized as the ecclesiastical text. Although James had been raised on the Geneva Bible, he repudiated it entirely, stating, "I think that of all English Bibles, that of Geneva is the worst." The Hampton Court Conference proved to be a disaster for the Puritan cause. James ordered the Puritans to conform, or else he would harry them out of the land. Another of his sayings was, "No bishop, no king," meaning that he could only remain king if the episcopal form of church government was retained. The only Puritan petition granted was the new edition of the English Bible. This Bible was the King James Version and published in 1611. In addition to James' refusal, there was another person who opposed the Geneva Bible, William Laud, the Bishop of London and later the Archbishop of Canterbury. He sought to prevent the Geneva Bible from being printed in England, and he later attempted to forbid its importation, stating that it would be detrimental to the economic well-being of the English printers. Although we do not have time to trace the events of how the King James Version gradually replaced the Geneva Bible, the Geneva Bible maintained its popularity with the English people, including many of the clergy. As a matter of interest, when Miles Smith, the Bishop of Gloucester, wrote the preface to the Reader found in the King James Bible, he frequently quoted from the Geneva Bible. In summary, we can state that the change in use from the Geneva Bible to the King James Version was primarily for political reasons, and not that the King James Bible was a superior translation.